You know the formation. I mean, if you want to watch, I'm about to put up my stream. You can look at it as I go through it. That one you got to just go to custom and then go to Wildcat. You got to go to create it, and then once you go to Wildcat, it'll let you flip between that one and the other one.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
When you go to Wildcat, it'll let you flip through them. Nah, you got to go to custom, and then it should be multiple sets right there. A custom playbook.
Ready? 10-2 start.
I don't know. I've never played with any of these regular playbooks. I had a custom since day one. Try run and gun.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What kind of play is it?
Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later
create a
in the year,
playbook.
this is most likely
You got to create a playbook. If you want that Wildcat, I don't know what playbook it's in.
Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the
You can find it, but you got to look. I don't know what playbook it's in.
Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As his guys are able to strike.
I think the pistol got it. I think the pistol or the West Coast.
By Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He completes this to Sutton. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Go, faster. Ready?
Block will try again on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check. X3. 218. Chop.
To throw his Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Shotgun now for Carr.
Broncos.
Pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted.
Broncos.
They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
It's a tricky-ass situation.
From the 36,
Oh, boy, he just can't make the throws he needs to make.
complete to Richard, the running back.
That nigga locked. We just keep overthrowing this niggas.
Brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. That right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. So last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018.
Nah, you just be doing the most, nigga.
For the team lead, really adds a nice element to the backfield for Derek Carr and company.
Yeah, that's tough.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Oh, yeah.
The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of C-ball.
You said what?
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they
On
come
what?
on 2nd and 12.
You didn't end up with the Jags, nigga. What the hell you talking about? You didn't end up with the Jags.
This is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the
Nigga, you
19.
traded the Dolphins to me for the Raiders. Because you didn't want to play against the fucking Chiefs 2 times a year.
Charles, they told us. Offensive.
So you know that all the
Yeah,
time
they
talked about executing,
he didn't want to play the Chiefs, nigga.
Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
You got 2, nigga. What are you talking about?
From 19 yards out, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Hey, Crippo said he about to send it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
I ain't got none shit.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos on
You
to the
said
field,
what?
ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half.
What
This
you want from
becomes a
Murphy?
pretty important drive, doesn't
Well,
it?
you trying to get
Certainly
corners,
does,
so.
and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
I'll take Pappy.
That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
You said what?
On first down, Lock.
You trying to get all that for him?
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's
They
all
not
said
gonna
and
approve
done.
that.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely.
Pappy
Great
dropped
start.
right down to
Two
87
nice
after the
plays in
first year.
pass game.
That's why
Now
niggas.
they continue to feed off that. To throw it is
Nah, I'm not tripping.
Throw right side here, complete.
I mean, it's a
14
trade committee.
yards there and a Denver first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
On the ready.
Locke looks to throw it again. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his first NFL reception goes for 6. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down.
Why the
Keep the
fuck is
sticks
that not
moving.
Ruggs?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Raiders. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Carr completes it. Open space inside the 10. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Throwing his Carr on third down. It's a screen to Richard. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Locke to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Locke now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Not shit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Locke going to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
Oh my, why this nigga compared him?
Face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
That nigga's tweaking for that.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but in the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that is caught. What
Get
a
the fuck
catch
out of
inside
here.
the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Watch the whip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
You said what?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here, Ty.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time Carl throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Down. 18 Gator. Coaching spell.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Who?
Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
Swaggy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Watch out.
the gun on third down. Lock.
Look at that.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those.
Come on,
now those
niggas
were by
gotta
the
hold
wayside.
that.
You
These
cannot
motherfucking
make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Tackle by Bradley Chubb,
These
the number 5
motherfucking,
pick in the 2018 draft.
These Broncos, nigga, they defensive line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try
Okay,
again, 2nd and 10.
Some other niggas too. I think he went and got Snacks Harris. Is that what it is? That might be what it is.
Now it's the backup Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
This nigga Judy over here dogging this nigga, bro.
What kind of damage can he do to us downfield, and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Drew Lock now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Yeah, Trey Mullins, you gotta go.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for
He just identifying Mullins and attacking that nigga. No matter who I put that nigga on, he just attacked that nigga. I'm about to stick his ass over the top, move Demarius to corner for this
The
game.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
He's got a man complete.
Bro, it's out of there, nigga. Let's go. Caught his ass, nigga. Caught that nigga over the top.
His first career touchdown in his first career game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are
caught him, coach. Got him, coach.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kicks away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator.
Oh, they do got Melvin Gordon. Okay.
Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
Lock throwing on target to
Fuck with that shit.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught at the 20. It's a gain of 34. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now in the East Bay. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Give me that, nigga. Let's go.
Intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh, my God.
On second down, this time complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Lock to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He's got his tight end fan, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on up a 4th down. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Got it. Mike Bobo. Protein spill. Check it backer, check it backer. Kill. Bravo. Deuce.
A lot going to throw it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Trayvon Mullen. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
On 1st down, Richard. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now. 180. Hey, we're good. 180. Hold on. Check four.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. Do it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Stove on up.